Now be recorded.
Okay, we're on.
All right, we will now call the special meeting of the Area Plan Commission, January 26, 2021 meeting to order. The first and only item on the agenda is to discuss what I will pass this wonderful virtual mic to Mr. Roland Winger for.
May I take the roll, Mr. Chairman?
Absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Jackson Bogan.
Present.
Larry Leverins.
Present.
Roland Winger.
Present.
Gary Schroeder.
Present.
Jerry Reynolds.
Present.
Greg Jones.
Present.
Jake Gray.
Present.
Diana Looper.
Present.
Thank you. Vicky Pearl.
Present.
Michelle Dennis.
Present.
Tom Murtaugh.
Present.
Perry Brown. Perry Brown. Tracy Brown.
Present.
Jason Domkowski. Jason Domkowski. Lisa Dullum.
Present.
Kathy Parker. Kathy Parker. Carla Snodgrass.
Present.
We have a quorum, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir. I do see Perry Brown. I did not hear him, so I don't know if you had him as present or absent, but I do see him on the screen.
Very good. I will mark Perry Brown as present. Thank you.
And Roland, would you like to take it from here, sir?
I would. Thank you very much, Jackson and Eric. Tried to be brief tonight, yet being brief would not do a full service to the amount of effort that a number of people have invested in the last few months in what is a very important juncture for the Tippecanoe County Area Plan Commission and this body, as we recognize Sally's 4 decades plus of service to us, and finding the new executive director for the commission as we look to the years ahead. So I want to thank the executive search committee that assembled and worked hard in this matter. And tonight, my goal is to introduce to you the recommendation that the committee brings to you, and I will subsequently then move at the end of my comments for approval of the employment. Just briefly, you all are very aware that you approved the contract that we put together with the Mercer Group to conduct a nationwide search. They assisted us with marketing this position nationwide through their network of executive recruiters, put together a number of website postings for all of the major and some minor associations that have to do with planning and transportation, namely the American Planning Association, national site, as well as state sites and other municipal, city, and regional planning groups. We received a number of applications through Mercer. We pre-qualified applications, narrowed it down to 3 finalists for virtual interviews. Through that process, we had, although we thought we might have more than one face-to-face interview, we had 1 face-to-face interview with a candidate that we bring forward tonight. Tonight, I will be making a motion that we approve the employment of David Hiddle as the new executive director of the Tippecanoe County Area Plan Commission. David is currently, and I think now I can share my screen, and we'll go to slide to make this a little bit easier to see. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
This, in lieu of bringing David up tonight, we're introducing him virtually here. This is David. He is currently, as you see, the director in the Department of Planning and Zoning in Johnson County, Indiana, south of Indianapolis, where the city of Greenwood is located. David has served in this capacity since 2013. Prior to David coming on the scene in Johnson County, I may have my numbers wrong here. He was either the 5th fifth director in 6 years. I believe he was a fifth director in 6 years. They had a revolving door there. He came into the department, brought it much stability, and leads it through today. Prior to his service in Johnson County, he served upon completion of his coursework at Ball State University in the master's program for planning there. He worked in the city of Indianapolis as a senior planner in their Department of Metropolitan Development from 2006 to 2013. Prior to getting into planning and zoning, David got a bachelor's degree in music, actually, and he got a master's degree in the public policy arm of social work. So he brings to planning a very unique perspective, and I think you'll find that that rich and diverse background for him prior to his focus on planning and zoning really brings him a special set of skills when it comes to dealing with people. David is certified by the American Institute of Certified Planners, which is the de facto standard for certification in this field of expertise, and that brings him a lot of credibility. We did talk to 4 of his references, including the CEO of the Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce, 3 others with whom he's associated, a former engineer that worked for him in his office for that was in his office for 21 years, worked for him for the years that he was a director. The gentleman said he wished he had not retired last July because he'd love to still be working for David, but had he not retired, he would not have recommended David to us because he would not have wanted to lost him as a boss. So we're delighted to bring David's name forward to you tonight. Our plan would be that he would start on March the 1st. And he has not given notice yet until this body meets tonight. He has passed the county's requisite background and education checks and certification check as well. He will start on March the 1st, and we're making provisions such that Sally will continue her work. She's graciously agreed to assist with our transition and serve for up to 4 additional weeks of overlap to assist David in the transition as well. We will point out that we knew going into this search, we had a couple of things against us. Number one was COVID, and that was going to be difficult. We got going in October. That was just prior to the holidays. We knew that would be difficult. We also knew that finding, there's no such thing as Sally's replacement, both as an individual person, but also in her role. Folks just don't do planning and transportation these days. David admittedly does not have immediate transportation experience in Johnson County. He did have associated MPO work when he worked for the city of Indianapolis with the Donut County's MPOs, but he was certainly ahead of the pack, or at least with the pack on the rest of the applicants in this regard. And we're confident that with our strong staff behind Tim in the transportation area and the office currently, that we'll be well fit there, especially with the transition that Sally will provide. So by the end of March timeframe, Sally will be entering her well-deserved retirement. And we're really looking forward to David. I wanted to also name the committee members that did participate in this process were Jackson, Greg Jones, representing the incorporated towns from the commission, Tom Murtaugh and Tracy Bound representing the commission as well as the county as David's subsequent employer, Mayor Rosworski, who also brought Dennis Carson and Jeremy Grenard, city engineer and head of development for the city of Lafayette, which we felt would bring perspective from the developers and attorneys that they would be working with. Aaron Easter joined Mayor Dennis from West Lafayette in the evaluation. And then I don't want to discount the impact that Sally had in a limited role on our committee. She participated in all of the interviews for a portion of the time. We let the candidates have time with the committee alone. should they and we want to discuss any matters that really went, Sally. But there's no reason to be concerned. Sally conducted herself in an entirely professional manner, offered her opinions and perspectives, yet let us identifying the needs of the office really dictate how we saw this recommendation for the future. So with that, I will be happy to answer questions of you that you may have. And then upon wrapping that up, I would like to make the motion.
I'd like to take a minute, and I don't think anybody on this group now understands the amount of time that Mr. Winger put in on this, and so kudos to Mr. Winger, and the committee overall was quite a bit of time, but the organization of it, which Rollin took and did a fabulous job. He's got to have triple or quadruple the number of hours that all of us do. So thank you, sir.
Thanks, Roland.
Welcome. I would add one other comment that Sally provided an opportunity this morning for she and I to meet with her staff on the regular staff meeting virtually, presented basically the background. I went into a little more detail with them about the process and how that worked, the criterion by which we evaluated the candidates. I found it quite fitting. And Sally, I guess I would welcome you here to make any comment. We're doing this a little bit out of order, but we'll do it before the motion. But Sally ended that time with her staff with one simple statement that I did not ask her to make. It came from her. So Sally, I hope you don't mind me quoting you, but she said to her staff, I really think that you will like this guy. So it's not just a like thing, it's an adapted proficiency and skill set that he brings, as well as the tremendous experience that he has in the area of planning. And he's more than excited to be with us because he knows how special things are here and how active and dynamic they are as well. So Sally, any further comment from you, I'd welcome.
Just a couple things that strike me about him that I think make him a really good fit. One is when he did the presentation, the live presentation to the search committee, it was clear that he matches our culture and our, not just our personnel culture, but our planning culture. He is real enthusiastic about the kinds of things that we're doing locally, which is trying to make our urban areas more dense and thus more efficient. So he speaks our language. I think he and Ryan in that regard especially will hit it off right away. He is eager and amenable to being schooled, or whatever you want to call it, learning everything there is to learn that he'll need to know about transportation planning. There's a lot to learn. It won't happen probably even in the first year, but Tim and company will be good teachers for him after I've imparted however much I can get squeezed into 4 weeks. And I truly meant what I said to staff. I think they will like him from day one. He's just that kind of thoughtful, listening person who will, I think, make this transition very easy for the staff. I emailed Rollin after he left the meeting, and we continued on a little bit longer. The two biggest questions from staff is Kathy wanted to know, since she was also at least a music minor at Valparaiso, she wanted to know what instrument he played. And John Burns said, gosh, I hope he doesn't have a December birthday, because we've got too many December birthdays right now. So I think they're honing in on what will make this a fun and fruitful relationship.
Thank you, Sally. If there are no other questions, then I move that the Tippecanoe County Area Plan Commission approve the employment of David Hiddle as the new executive director of the commission beginning March the 1st, 2021.
I'll second that, Larry.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, signify by aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? No
Could I
opposed?
ask-
I think we need a
Yeah,
roll. I think we need a vote as well. Or a, if you would, Mr. Burns. You're on mute, Mr. Burns.
Oh, much better. Thank you for that. If you would signify by saying aye if you're in favor of the motion, or nay if you are against the motion. Jackson Bogan,
Aye.
Larry Leverance,
Aye.
Roland Winger,
Aye.
Gary Schroeder,
Aye.
Jerry Reynolds,
Aye.
Greg Jones,
Aye.
Jake Gray,
Aye.
Diana Looper, Diana Looper. You may be muted, Diana. We will come back. We'll come back to Diana. Vicky Pearl.
Yes. Approve.
Is that Vicky?
Yes.
Thank you. Michelle Dennis.
Aye.
Tom Murtaugh.
Aye.
Perry Brown. Perry Brown. We'll
He
come
gave a
back to,
thumbs up, and I could read lips that say aye.
very good. Perry Brown is aye. Tracy Brown.
Aye.
Lisa Dullum.
Aye.
Carla Snodgrass.
Aye.
And Diana Looper. Does anyone have eyes on Diana and she could signify with a thumbs up? Can anyone see Diana?
Yeah, her screen is frozen.
Right.
I think she's having some technology issues.
All right, very good. With Diana Looper being the only,
Yes.
is that Diana? That's aye from Diana Looper, correct, Diana?
Yes.
Thank you. The ayes have it by unanimous vote.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, thank you all, Roland. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to do this. Ron has
Jackson, real
one more
quick.
thing.
Yes.
I think that was Diana saying yes. Jackson, I also wanted to add to the group that we're going to try to get David up here in the month of February to meet folks, although we have not worked out the logistics given the COVID situation. So stay tuned for that. We're looking forward to that event.
All right, all. With that, we'll take that motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
So moved. See y'all. Enjoy your evening, and thank you again. Great job, Roland.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Roland.